you think about like not being able to ever move forward. It's like you are so paralyzed by the pain that you feel. It's like the deepest pain that you ever thought you could have. And to be able to have that pain, that you realize that there actually is a light inside of it.
What's that experience like? And for you, what was that like going through that dark abyss, I imagine, and discovering that in yourself? How did you get to that point to see that light, to find that energy and capacity in yourself? And how might you share with someone else how they may be able to discover that?
Yeah, Joe Dispenza talks about this in a lot of his talks of what that's like. And he actually interviewed like close to 400 people who've experienced this and what that's like to experience how you can harness this champion mindset, is what I call it, to do the greater good. And I would say for me, you think about like not being able to ever move forward. It's like you are so paralyzed by the pain that you feel. It's like the deepest pain that you ever thought you could have. And to be able to have that pain, that you realize that there actually is a light inside of it. And I think that probably, it sounds strange and it sounds counterintuitive, but it's almost like a warmth when this happens. So think about being at a -16. This is kind of how I think about it. Like you feel like a -16. This isn't like a -4. This isn't like, oh, I'm tired, I wake up. But you are like a -16. And when you feel the love inside of you, it's almost like it's like there's a surplus. It's like a +45. So you go from like a -16 feeling, but it's the breathing that you have in that moment, in your breathing, and you're deep into that meditative state to be able to reach that place of beauty. And I've experienced it. It's not just one time, but the time that this happens, when you go from this dark -16 to the +45, you'll never forget it. And I think that, and you look at Joe Dispenza's work and his talks, and it was interesting because I never knew that anybody else had experienced this that he talks about, and I personally have had that experience. And so I know that what I felt truly is gratitude, and how that, if I personally have had that, how others can harness and get that for their own self. And you know, even though you don't have to go that deep into it, you still, like, every day have the opportunity to live a life of gratitude. I mean, you can reach it and do certain things that aren't to that level, but you still can experience the power of love.